you like the jewelry I'm wearing today? Yes? Well, then you're in luck, because today I'm gonna show you how you can actually make all these jewelry items yourself. So that was so weird. I'm sorry. Before I make this any worse, let's just start the video.
To make this really cute slave bracelet, you first need some lace, a chain, pliers, jump rings, and a clasp. So the first thing you want to do is take a jump ring and open it with your pliers, if that's what you want to call it, and then put it into the chain, into the end of the chain, and wrap that around your finger to know what size the ring or loop has to be, and make it a little bigger than your middle finger so that it fits nicely, and then just put it in the link of the chain and close it. So next I just cut off some lace, and to make sure that it was enough, I placed it on my hand, and then I just took the chain ring I made and cut off the excess chain I didn't need, if that makes sense. The second to last step is to make your bracelet. For that you need your clasp, and add a jump ring to it, and add that to the end of the remaining chain you have from before. Then wrap that around your wrist to measure the length of the chain, and I cut off too much of the chain on purpose so that I could make sure that it was big enough for me. Then you just add the jump ring and just put it together, cut off any excess chain you might have. So the last thing you have to do is put everything together, and to make it a little easier, I put everything on my hand first. Then I just added a jump ring to the top part of the lace and just put it through the top part of the slave bracelets, and then I just added 2 jump rings to the bottom of the lace and put the bracelet through these links. And that's basically it. And you have this really cute slave bracelet. I think it's probably my favorite DIY I made in this video. To make this triangle necklace, you first need some clay, jump rings, a needle, a clasp, some pliers, an X-Acto knife, and a chain, which I forgot to display here. So the first thing you want to do is make your clay a little softer, and I did that with my hands, and I also used a rolling pin to make it really flat. Then I just took my X-Acto knife and cut out a triangle shape the size I wanted it to be, and then I just made some holes into the top part of the triangle, and I made sure to make them big enough so that they wouldn't shrink in the oven. Then I just put it in the oven for 20 minutes at 200 degrees Celsius, but make sure to read the instructions for whatever clay you buy. So once your clay is out of the oven, just put the jump rings through the holes you made and add the chain to it. I didn't end up using a clasp because the chain was big enough to fit around my head, which is pretty hard because I have a big head. To make this braided hex nut bracelet, you first need some leather straps, some hex nuts, some jump rings, a clasp, and some pliers. So first you need 3 leather straps that are the same length, and I just knot them together at the top and added a jump ring. Then I just started braiding, and I put a char on my bracelet so that it wouldn't move too much. And the way you want to do this is before you cross over a strand, add a hex nut and then cross it over, and do that until you're happy with the result. Then just braid the rest of the leather straps and then just knot them together at the end and add a clasp with a jump ring, and voila, your bracelet is finished. So to make these wire rings, you first need some wire, some pliers, and something you can wrap your wire around that is about the same size as your finger. So to make a ring, just cut off some wire and wrap it around your round object and make sure that your ring is nice and round. Then just bend one end to the top and one end to the bottom and just cut off some wire that may be too long, and then just form a circle with the top part and a circle with the bottom part of the wire that's sticking out so that it looks like an infinity sign. And make sure that they're nice and tight together so that you don't hurt yourself when you put on your rings. So to make a midi ring, I just used the top part of the round object, and to make that triangle shape, I just pressed the middle of the ring down, and I just made a bunch of these rings because they're so easy and I think they're really cute. To make this lace choker, you just need a chain, some lace, some chump rings, a clasp, and scissors. So the first thing you want to do is just cut off as much of the lace you need to fit around your neck, but it doesn't really matter if it's long enough because you can adjust that with your chain. Then add a chump ring to one side and a chump ring to the other side, and to one side add the clasp, and to the other side add a little bit of the chain, and you can actually close your necklace already. And this one is probably the one I'm wearing the most, and I really like it, and it's so cute in my opinion.
'Cause baby, I'm a Lone Ranger. 'Cause baby, I'm a Lone Ranger.
So I really hope you enjoyed the video and maybe you try one of the jewelry items yourself. My favorite was definitely this one. I don't know why, I just really like it. And it's different from anything I've seen so far, so that's probably why. And it's pretty cool because this lace, all the lace I used in this video, well, yeah, it's the same, is from my hometown, which is actually famous for making really nice lace, and I used it in this video, which I think is pretty cool. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. And yeah, maybe subscribe if you aren't already, because it doesn't cost you anything and it would make me happy. And I will see you in my next video. So bye.